Hello dear friends, right now we are in front of Shirvan Gates, a historical old town that is just located next to the metro station or underground station, Shahar. That's considered one of the first metro stations in Azerbaijan. And the main purpose of today's visit to see the places related to Mir Mevsum Agha, who is considered a personality with supernatural powers, who employed them to help the people in need and to help them to solve their problems. So we'll see what kind of places they are. Now we are entering the gate and approaching to his house. Now we are going to his house, the house where he was born and lived. The city walls. We are approaching to this house, and behind me you can see the historical weapons storage tower, donjon, sometimes it's referred at 14th century. And we are approaching to the house. And here we are. That's the entrance to his house. That's considered one of the shrines, and this house always has visitors, always, all the time. And we'll see the interior. Now I am in the house. This is portrait, and people are asking the mercy of God. So we've left the house where he was born in 1883, and thanks to his sister's selfless care, he survived 6 or 7 years. And that's the house where received his guests, where he supposedly healed the diseases of them, where he supposedly solved the problems of them. And now we are heading towards Shuvalan, where his ancestors come from, where he was buried in the historical cemetery of the settlement. Let's go. So dear friends, I'm in front of the sanctuary at Mir Mevsum Agha. Actually his real name was Seyyid Agha, but somehow people decided to name him Mir Mevsum Agha. That was the name after his grandpa, as he was considered the successor of his grandpa, who was also a respected saint. Anyway, this place is considered holy site for the locals, for the commoners, and most of the tourists are really eager to visit here. Famous personalities, celebrities like Jean-Claude Van Damme or Pierre Richard visited here, and many ambassadors I know happily visited here gladly. And that is typical Azerbaijan exotics. And I hope you'll like it here too. So dear friends, I'm entering the sanctuary itself. Mir Mevsum Agha himself actually died in 1915, and this sanctuary you see behind, and the mosque was constructed after the collapse of the Soviet Union, typical Shirvani Absheron architectural style. And according to the witnesses, more than 100,000 people congregated in his funeral. Now we are going to see how it looks inside. This sanctuary is always full of people in search of hope, different backgrounds, different ethnicities, nationalities. So that is one of the common things that connects, unites all the humanity. Hope. So I'm in front of the entrance for the man. It has some similarities with other sanctuaries like this in Azerbaijan, especially its interior. We are gonna see is somehow similar to Bibi Eyüp Mosque's Bibi Eyüp Sanctuary. So we are gonna see how it looks like inside. So dear friends, we took our shoes and enter into the mosque. And after the mosque, we are gonna enter the mausoleum to visit the grave. So you're gonna see how it looks like. It's really beautiful. Now we are approaching to the mausoleum. It has several entrances. So finally we entered the mausoleum. That's the grave behind. So people in search of hope are always here. They believe that with the grace of God in the first place, for the sake of this person, all of their problems will be solved. Now we are going to see the Holy Grave. So I walk around the sanctuary and I saw that all the needs of the visitors are met properly, and all the alms that are collected here, you can see also the boxes here, sadaqah boxes, all the alms, all the money collected here I spent for philanthropic activities, and at the same time this sanctuary pays approximately 12,000 manat per year taxes to the budget. So dear friends, I am next to one of the visitors and we are going to ask him why he decided to come here. Dayı, niye karara geldiniz ki Kur'an ziyaret ediyorsunuz?
Her Müslüman ziyaretini, Allah'ın evine ziyaretini.
Tabii ki mescid kimi Allah'ın evi kasıt ziyaret ediyorlar.
Hem dualarını kabul edilir.
Ne kimi duanız var, ne kimi niyetiniz var, neyin
Niyetim bütün əsgərlərimiz olsun, o cümlədə mənim oğlanım da əsgərlikdədir.
Ha, sizin evladınız əsgərlikdədir.
Bəli.
Gəlmişsiniz ki, sağ olmaq xidmətini başa vursun.
Başa vursun, gələk dualarımızı.
Amin.
Ziyarətçilikdə edirik.
Çok sağ olun, minnettarım. Sağ olun. Sağ olun. İnşallah sağ olmak gelir. And dear friends, we were given this kind of halwa with bread for free. That is also one of the typical phenomena here. Not only here, but also other places at pilgrimage. People are given this kind of little sweets. Probably it was provided by someone who had a desire, who had hope, and with the help of this presents, with the help of the sweets, he hopes that God will hear him or her. So dear friends, we are approaching to the end of our video. You can see the flow of visitors never stops here. And before leaving the sanctuary, I was given this kind of booklets. That's English version, but it has also Russian version, so you can get here all useful information about the sanctuary. Some people might consider here a place of superstition, but what I saw here, what I witnessed here, that visiting this kind of places really gives some relief, and it really eases their tribulations, and it really calms their souls, and that's not something to be ignored. So therefore, at least for that reason, he is really worth visiting. And besides that, you can also visit, appreciate here as historical cultural place and typical Azerbaijani exhibits. See you. As a Sayyid, he was considered a respected member of the society, and many people tried to do him a favor. For example, his leather boots was prepared by his Jewish neighbor, cobbler, Mariash, for free, and because of his physical disabilities, special kind of leather, and they were gladly prepared by his neighbor.